I want to tell you a story today. And if you're a business leader, business owner, or HR person, someone involved with human resources or recruiting, you might want to listen to that story because there's a good learning. So a couple of months ago, I said 2 months ago, I applied for a position open on LinkedIn. And just to be clear, I'm not looking for any job whatsoever, but it's just the process I do to get to talk or meet decision makers in companies so I can tailor my offer better and I can understand the reality. So not relevant, but just to explain the process. So here it is. I see a position open on LinkedIn, quite interesting, that fits my background. So that's a good start. So I'm not going to name the company or the country where that position was open, but basically they were looking for a general manager to manage their business in that country. And the list of requirements was quite substantial. They were asking for someone with MBA, with 15 years of leadership experience, with international background, that speaks English, that knows about marketing, about sales, that managed P&L before, and so on and so forth. The list is long like this. And I look at the list and I tick every single point. I have every single background or requirement of that position. So I apply for the job. I send my CVs and I send my bio, and about a day later, I see that the position was open and viewed. And about an hour after that, I got a rejection. So me being curious, I emailed that recruiting manager and asking for feedback. Why is it that my CV was rejected since I met pretty much, well, not only met, but over met all of the expectation and requirement of the job? And the answer was, sir, your profile is excellent. You're very impressive, but we are a mineral water company and you don't have any experience with mineral water. First of all, what kind of answer is that? Number two, I do have experience with mineral water. I've managed different type of company like this, but it's so irrelevant that I don't even put this in my CV. And number three, mineral water is not rocket science. I will read 2-3 articles, watch a YouTube videos on that industry, and I will be an expert within the end of the week. And if I really put myself into it within a month, I'm an expert and I know probably more than your leaders know about that industry. So that's irrelevant. I didn't go further than that because that kind of gave me the impression of a company I don't want to work with or talk to. But there's a lesson here, because that's a story that happened to me. It's not the first time that a story like that's happened to me. And I've heard over the last months and year with many of my colleagues or people I know in the industry that this type of stories happen all the time. Candidates get rejected for stupid little reasons because the way we recruit are not human. We recruit with a checklist. And it's about to get worse because nowadays companies getting more into automatic recruiting systems that recruit with key words on a CV. Well, let me tell you this. A CV is not merely a reflection of what a person is. Beyond that CV, there's a person, a qualified person, you don't even know it. So you let a system, which is not qualified to recruit, to screen CVs on your behalf. So now two things happen. Either someone that really needs a job knows the game and will adapt his CVs for every single job description, very time consuming, and they will end up putting keywords that may not even reflect what you want. The second scenarios are people that have no time to waste, people that have no desire to play the game and don't change anything and either don't apply or apply and get rejected. In either way, You don't get to speak that the people or the person you want to recruit, the one that are good for your business, because you let the system take that in charge. And it's about to get worse with AI. And hopefully AI improve that system. But I have the impression that the AI ability will dehumanize that recruiting system even more. Meanwhile, there's a lot of candidates out there looking for jobs, qualified people that will never get to get an interview with any of these companies. And I'm hearing on a weekly basis HR people and business leaders complaining that there's no talent out there. It's very difficult to recruit out there. It's a pain point. They can't get candidates. They can't get the right candidate for their companies. The truth is there's thousands of qualified companies or qualified candidates for your company out there. And there are thousands of jobs for you out there. The offer is there. The demand is there. But you just can't get that bridge that connect the humans. And that's because we want to get efficiencies. We trade efficiencies for what? What does it bring to you? Cost saving, time saving, but what does it bring to your business? Nothing. It's just getting worse and worse. So that's my message to you guys. Whoever is in that industry, business leader, HR, recruiters, think about this. Businesses are, among everything, human. Your customers are human. Your stakeholders are human. Your people in finance are human. Your employees are human. Meanwhile, we let systems handle that. Bring back the human to the business and see your business thrive. If you want to recruit good people, it starts with your recruiting systems. The minute you put your job description out there, the way you write it, the way you put the criteria to hire, it always send a message from that day to the people who may join your company, what type of company you are. It's a company branding. Think about your job description. Think about your recruiting process. Make it human. And then you'll get the right candidates to join your company. And you need those candidates to thrive. You need human, qualified people that wants to join you if you want to get a good business going. So think about this.